Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink, and welcome back to Doomlink's Live Hunts. In this recording we are going to be playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So, yeah, this is the second time that I'm recording a live stream today. I was recording about 2 hours ago in Breath of the Wild, did about an hour long recording there. For the first time in probably a month, at least. Yeah, I think it's been a month since I last recorded Breath of the Wild. Maybe 4 weeks, I don't know. Well, that's about a month anyway. Maybe 3 weeks. Okay, so I'm just getting my chats up and we will be good to go. What I'm actually doing here is I'm going to be christening a new beer glass of mine. I wasn't actually going to have a drink during this recording, but things changed. When I was actually going out to get food, I realised that I had a delivery of a glass from Israel, actually. I had to buy it from Israel because at the moment, US GST is just ridiculous, and the UK, which I usually get things shipped from, isn't doing too well in terms of their international shipping program. So therefore, I had to get this from Israel because they still have decent shipping prices, even in the current global climate. So yeah, it's a Franziskaner glass. Unfortunately, it's, you know, it's reversed because I'm flipped and on the left side of the screen. But yeah, it's actually a very nicely shaped glass. I really love the design. It's quite simple but also quite intricate as well. If I put my hand behind it, maybe you can see the shape. No, that doesn't really help. But yeah, it's a nice glass, and I'm just going to have one beer during this recording, just to, you know, christen the glass, I suppose. Have my first Franziskaner beer in this glass. Franziskaner is a nice beer. It's it's a German Weiss beer, and it's probably a good beer for, you know, those people who drink lagers and all of that. It's a good beer for them to be. It's a good gateway beer for them to experience an actual legitimate beer as opposed to complete garbage. So yeah, that's the way I feel about it anyway. Yeah, everything is going well, Vernon. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if you have Discord, Vernon. If you don't, basically it's a chat software thing. But if you don't have it, then you don't have to make one. But I have a Discord channel where you can be in contact with me and also be given notifications for when I do go live. So if you do have Discord, I'll send you an invite. If not, then you can either make one or not. It's over to you. Here's the bottle, by the way, Franziskaner. Actually, the colours are not being taken out because it's not the sort of colour that the chroma key is going to affect, fortunately. Okay. But yeah, the flavour is, I guess, it's not that the flavour is like a lager. My point is that the flavour is similar enough that I think lager drinkers would appreciate this, you know. Not that lager drinkers are actual people. They're not real people. They're strange, subhuman individuals. Now, this glass is actually a bit too small for this capacity in terms of the bottle size. This is 0.5, this is 0.3. So, it is what it is, but I don't really mind. Cheers, guys. Very nice. Okay, so I'm not actually wanting to make a room. Let's go and search hubs and see what's going on. So, in terms of how long I'm going to be recording in this video, I don't really know. Maybe 2 hours, something like that. I don't want to go for too long. May even be an hour and 30. We'll just have to see how I feel as I'm playing. That's annoying. I've got my my playback visible, and I hate that. So, okay, Teostra, not really interesting. We could do Nikakos. I've been doing a lot of Nikakos lately, but I don't think I did one on camera, did I? I can't remember if the last time I played I was doing Nikakos or not. I might have been. Hopefully not, because I don't want there to be too much repetition. But yeah. Is 0.3 a half pint? I don't know. Looks like about a half. I'm not sure. Either way. So, it seems that I have replaced the host of the room, so we may or may not actually be doing Nikakos at this point. Not too sure. Should I... No, I was about to say, should I hold out hope with Ryan And I couldn't even finish the sentence before he actually left. I was thinking, yeah, there's a good chance that this is going to close. It is what it is. I wasn't exactly super excited to fight Nakakos or anything. These people are doing a charm farm. Let's do 2 of these. Just to start with. But yeah, only 1 beer today just to, you know, use this glass for the first time. You know, imagine being that fucking impatient. Do you realise that when you've got 3 people in a room like this, it doesn't take very long for another person to join? Now, some of you would say, well, Doomlink, if you had any patience, you'd be happy to sit here and wait for them to finish. No, it's not a matter of patience, it's a matter of wanting to actually get in a hunt quickly, because I'm live. This is, you know, we're doing this now, I want to record now, I want to, you know, be in a hunt ASAP, basically. So, that's pretty much how it goes. Join us, says Raina. Okay, well, oh, never mind, someone else was also enticed enough to join immediately. Or maybe not immediately. You never know, they might have been looking through rooms for a while. Asta farming. Grudge match, Great Macau. Anyway. Yeah, that's Astalos alright. The Pac-Man face. I hate this face. I absolutely hate this face online. Can't stand it. It's just, it's so stupid and it achieves nothing. It doesn't mean anything to me. If someone does this face, it doesn't mean anything. It's just, it's a waste of space and shouldn't exist. That's my personal opinion. Might be a strong opinion for a frickin' emoticon, but I don't care. That's how I feel. What's going on in this room? Generally, I take so long to decide on a room that by the time I find a room that I'm interested in joining, it's frickin' full, which is annoying, but I guess it's a good thing as well because it means that there's lots of people playing. I'd rather that than the opposite, with not many people playing at all, which is the reason why I don't often play 3 Ultimate. Live, at least. I'm happy to play 3 Ultimate when I'm doing random hunts, which is edited, of course. Edited in the sense that I can edit out the downtime. But if it's live, sometimes I don't really want to play 3 Ultimate. I will, at times, play 3 Ultimate for sure, but if I really want to get into a game and... okay, we'll do this. Whoa, it's not full. What the fuck's going on? Something's very strange here. They must have gone on the quest with 3, or something. Oh, great. No, it's not because someone went on the quest, it's because the host has a shit connection. It's a bit of a slow join there, but... This guy's 2 hunter ranks off 666. Mustafa. Or Mustafa, I don't know how to say the name, I think it's Mustafa, but anyway. G 4-star. This is the Jungle VIP. I do remember the quest now. I recognise the name of the quest, but I couldn't remember what the monster was. Yes, it is indeed Rajang. We'll go Sword and Shield, why not? We'll go with Ice, whatever my Ice Sword and Shield is. It is the Icy Aksa, does it say? Yeah. Icy Aksa, which is, of course, the Zamtrios Sword and Shield. I'm pretty sure all the Zamtrios weapons have 2 versions, a Hyper and non-Hyper. I think this is the Hyper one. Although, I would prefer it if you didn't quote me on that. Yeah, that's not a problem, Vernon. I'll put the link in the chat anyway for the Discord. And that way you'll just be able to talk to me if you ever wanted to, and also you'll get notified for when I go live. But you don't seem to have an issue with getting notifications anyway. At the very least, I just thought that it would be good to have you in there. Because I have, the plan is to have, excuse me, all of my regular viewers in there, so... just a little place to have a community, you know. So Mustafa might be... What's going on with him? Does he think he's joined up on the quest, or what? Well, this gives me an opportunity to send a invite anyway to my Discord. If anyone is watching this in the future in the VOD, don't be surprised if you can't join through the link, because the link is going to be temporary. The idea is just to add a certain barrier of entry for people who aren't like regular viewers of mine. I'd like to be able to have it be a sort of personal exchange of you're watching live and I give you the link, but yeah. It's just to sort of help with the... Why am I being stupid? Okay. Looks like Mustafa has finally joined up. And I'm already up. Just for the sake of it. Not really for the sake of it, but you know. Just so that they don't get upset. Just going to get my join link. So we'll go here. Create invite. And there you go. There's an invite to my Discord, which I've actually had for 2 years now. But it was private. It was just a place for me to basically compile information about my Let's Plays and my channel in general. Like recording dates and a list of things that I plan to record, a list of things that I have recorded with those dates in question. You know, that sort of thing. Very archival. But it was always my intention to turn that into a community of people that is centered around my channel. And it's only been until fairly recently that I was thinking it's about time to get the ball rolling on that one. Well, that's interesting. I couldn't give half a fuck about World, but if they, as long as they don't butcher monsters like Alatreon, I'm happy. If they do it justice, then that's a good thing. Yeah, I did enjoy my meal, Pablo. Great swords are pretty fine with dragons. I mean, I'm assuming you mean like flying wyverns when you say dragons. Yeah, I often use greatsword with monsters like Raytheon and Rathalos. I find them to be... Because basically what those flying wyverns do is they often take time to breathe fire in one specific direction, which gives you the opportunity to come from the side and actually hit them with a charge attack with the greatsword. I find that those sorts of monsters, those flying wyverns, give me a lot of greatsword charging opportunities, so I do oftentimes go greatsword. But I would say the flying wyverns are pretty comfortable, or rather I would say any weapon type is comfortable to use with a flying wyvern. They've just got a very balanced style to them. It feels as if no real weapon choice will be punished with them. Okay, so I need to try and... Okay, I was about to say I need to try and not hit the arms accidentally because I am bouncing, but... Unfortunately, with the sword and shield, you can see that it's a little harder to have pinpoint accuracy. I was trying to aim for the face and I was instead going in different directions to where I wanted to go. Which was a little annoying, but you know. I might actually turn down the game volume a little bit. Because I just remembered that I do like to have it a little quieter. I like to have the game very audible, but I don't want it to overpower my voice at all, because it gets a little bit uncomfortable to listen to, you know. You're using the sword and shield at the moment? Sword and shield is one of my favourite weapon types. It's very balanced. It has high mobility, the ability to shield. It deals enough damage to handle pretty much any confrontation. An example of a... Oh, Jesus, I nearly got hit by that because I was getting hit by Mustafa. But yeah, an example of a weapon type that may not be strong enough on its own would be a hunting horn. Doesn't do much damage. So not good for certain hunts. I would not use a hunting horn unless it was with a group. Because you want a group of people to be supported by whatever song is played. If you're just supporting yourself to make your weapon stronger, doesn't really work. The person who just went online there is my friend who I kicked Gaijin Hunter with. Again, he prompted the situation. I like to make that clear. Not because, you know, please, I don't want anyone to think I'd actually kick Gaijin Hunter. It's not about that. It's about the fact that, you know, I generally don't kick people from my room for such trivial reasons, but he told me to kick him, so I was like, okay. I don't care. Yeah, he's probably going to try and play with me. But, I'm currently live streaming. I mean, for all he knows, I'm not actually hunting right now, so... I just have the game running. Yeah. Well, Rajang's a bit of a... He's harder in these games. Like, 4th generation did Rajang very well, because he was quite simple, at least for me, in 2nd generation. I'd say 2 Dust was hard because 2 Dust was a difficult game in general. It was sort of uncomfortable to play, but I haven't really played it enough to say for sure. All I can say is that much of what made 1st generation uncomfortable was still in 2 Dust, which was unfortunate, but I'm just shielding this because I don't trust in my ability to get away from him, but uh-oh, no. Thank God he didn't go for me there, that might have killed me. I don't know what my thunder resistance is like, but it's probably not great. Let's actually have a look. It is -3. Not great, but might have been enough to not get one shot there. That was a bad idea, diving there. But fortunately he didn't go after me, he went after Mustafa almost entirely exclusively. You know, the word entirely exclusively, or the phrase entirely exclusively, is extremely redundant, but anyway. But, yeah, Rajang was easier to manage in 2nd generation for me. To refer to a game in particular, it would be Freedom Unite. In Freedom Unite, he was difficult at that time, but I felt that when he had his return in Monster Hunter 4, they had made him a lot harder, because he does multiple slamming down attacks with his, like, you know, when he curls into a ball and slams down on the ground. In 2nd generation, he only does that once. He doesn't do it 3 times. Ow. I wasn't expecting him to go straight down. I thought he would move in some direction first. But he'd obviously identified me as a target. The second thing that's very difficult about 4th generation, well, not very difficult, but adds a certain dimension of difficulty to Rajang in 4th generation, is the fact that he jumps in the air to do his laser beam. That makes it harder to see where he's going, or where he's going to shoot his beam. He didn't do that in 2nd generation. So, yeah, he really was a scary monster to put in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Because he changed in a very positive way. Maybe not positive for the people who'd rather not have a difficult fight, but I would say that all of his, all the things that were changed about him that made him more difficult to fight were good changes, and they were intuitive changes, things that felt natural. Sometimes you can make something more difficult in a bad way, in an uncreative way, but I'd say they made him more difficult in a creative and sensible way that made him a better monster. I can't really think of an example of a monster that was made more difficult in an uncreative way. I'm just saying that that's not the case with him, at the very least. So I do have Chaos Oil right now, which should mean that I have Mind's Eye, because I believe it applies all oils. So I don't have to worry about bouncing on his arms. Unfortunately, I got caught up in that. I'm not playing incredibly well with this guy. I'm getting hit way too often. Oh, here we go. Shield that. Roll to the side. Oh, see, his arm has a great deal of reach. I rolled to the side in anticipation of him doing that, and it still wasn't enough to get out of the way of him. He's a bit nasty. Hopefully he's not going to survive for much longer. I'm going to do a sword dance here against my better judgment. My hope is to flinch him out of this. Didn't work. Please shield. Thank God I managed to get my shield out. I do need to sharpen, I realise this, but I also want to stay in the heat of combat. Okay. Don't think I've... No, I do. Don't worry. Well, shit. But yeah, high mobility with a Rajang, very helpful, obviously, because he can... All of his attacks cover a great deal of distance. Those big frickin' arms of his, when they're swinging around, they cover a lot of distance. So therefore, if you have the ability to put some distance between yourself and the Rajang quickly, and then also closing that distance to attack him more, that's going to have a positive effect on your DPS going up against this guy in particular, because it's very easy to have poor DPS with him. You're either spending a lot of time evading him, or spending a lot of time getting thrown by him, such as right now. Gonna shield. Okay, he's flying away. Let's just use regular potions here. I was thinking of using a max potion, but no. I don't use oils for Sword and Shield at all, actually. It's not because I don't like using oils, it's just because I always forgot to do that. So I decided to equip Chaos Oil. Just to say, okay, well I'm not using oils because I always forget to bring them, but at the very least I do have a Hunter Art which applies all of my oils, so it's better than not using oils at all, you know. I didn't even have Chaos Oil before, I was using Sword Dance and Round Force. Eurus, come on. I'm guessing he disconnected. Which is a shame, because we are getting towards the end of this fight. Oh, I forgot to sharpen, let's do that. I do have speed sharpening, so really I should be sharpening more often than this. Okay. Again, need to be careful of those arms because I will be bouncing off them. Well, bring Mind's Eye Oil then, Doomlink. Yeah, sorry. Oh dear. Now, the reason why I do attack his back legs, even though they're not really a weakness, is because, again, I'm going to be bouncing off those big arms, and it's difficult to aim for the head without hitting the arms with a weapon type like this. I can try right now. Fortunately, I didn't hit the arms, but basically, if I do hit the arms accidentally, that puts me in a very negative position, because I'll be right directly in front of a Rajang, and I'll be unable to move. I'll be stuck in the bouncing animation, which is the worst case scenario, basically. You don't want to be standing in front of a Rajang without the ability to evade or attack. One thing that does annoy me about Rajang is his tremor. I find it really annoying. I hate that about the monkeys in general. But he has a very strong tremor with that attack that we just saw there. I was out of its range, but... oh, fuck off, Hunting Horn bastard. You're basically contributing nothing. How do you feel? Pretty sure that's a Silverwind one as well. Anyway. I mean, I guess he's playing defense up songs, but... maybe that's the reason why I think he's not contributing anything. It's because I haven't noticed him playing songs, and I'm not used to songs being so... discreet in terms of how they're placed on the screen. Like, usually they're right in the center of your field of vision. Yeah, he is playing attack songs, good. But yeah, I'm used to having Hunting Horn songs being right in the center of the screen. But as of Generations, and continuing into Generations Ultimate, they had the songs appearing in a less conspicuous part of the screen, and I'm getting so sick of getting hit here. Just because I don't expect him to be able to... oh, come on, asshole. Yeah, I have healed a lot in this fight. My performance has not been great. He should die fairly soon, hopefully. I haven't even had a chance to do a full Sword and Shield combo yet. I've only been doing half of the combo. I'll demonstrate what I mean. So the full Sword and Shield combo is... I didn't even get to do it there. It's basically where you charge your attack by jumping back, you know. I'm sure you know what I'm referring to. I'm not going to be able to reach him, no. He's jumping over to... I think it's just this area down here. I could be wrong, we'll see. If I am wrong, then life goes on, I suppose. What have we got? No, he did come over here, that's good. Alright. I don't think he is long for this world. He's obviously not, because we've seen him limping, but... depending on the damage output of a team, it can take a little while to kill after a limp. But I think we'll be alright. I need to find a good opportunity to do Sword Dance. If you do a Hunter Art like Sword Dance at the wrong time, you'll just end up getting hit and you won't really do any damage, because... here we go, here's a good opportunity. Almost too far away from the monster to use that effectively. That would have been embarrassing. Anyway, that's Rajang. I used pretty much all of my potions. Which is a little embarrassing. 10 potions, 8 mega potions. Not very good. Eurist re-entered the room. I accidentally said best of luck. I meant to say, well, I didn't even intend to say anything. I meant to press back, but I pressed circle instead. Of course, PS4 controller, that's why I say circle. So if I say triangle, circle, X, all of that stuff, that's because I'm using a PS4 controller. I still consider Monster Hunter to be a PlayStation series, even though I've probably put more time overall into Monster Hunter games on Nintendo systems at this point. You know, all of 3rd gen, all of 4th gen. Well, not all of 3rd gen, technically you had Portable 3rd, but yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure what we're going to be doing next in terms of hunts, in this room that is. We'll just have to see. You can also see that I'm getting towards Hunter Rank 500 here, which is good. It's one of the reasons why I'm playing a little bit more often in this game anyway. Because I don't know if you guys really pay attention to my Hunter Rank and how it increases from recording to recording, but recently I had only been playing this game when I was recording it. Whereas now I'm sure that if you were to compare my Hunter Rank here to what it was when I was last recording, you'd see a considerable increase. And that's because I have been playing this game in my own time recently. Let's move my laptop just a little bit more in my field of vision. Okay. So what does this room even say? It's a, come on, room info, hub settings, XXX, really? Okay. What does that mean? Are we going to start doing some roleplay? Oh yeah, let's do some sword fighting. Get your dual blades, I'll get my sword and shield, you know. Uh-huh. Doomlink's very funny, isn't he? And there's my bottle. I'm like, where's my bottle? I'm just topping it out because this bottle's rather large. There we go. Very nice. Very smooth head. Beautiful. I don't know if you can really see it, but that is just so smooth. Smooth. I was like, I don't know, my voice got caught in my nose there. That was kind of funny. But yes, very beautiful, very smooth. But that's Franziskaner. If no one posts anything... Yes, Yamo indeed. If no one bloody posts anything, I'm leaving, seriously. I have things to do, like hunt monsters. This is Doomlink's Life Hunt. Okay. Boring. If we were playing 3 Ultimate, it would be a different story. There's less people playing in that game, and they're always pretty slow, so you expect that, but not in this game. What's happening in this room? Transmitting data. So obviously the original host of this room left. This looks like the remainder, or rather the remains of a room that is close to disbanding. Because obviously player 1 and player 3 left, and then players 2 and 4 remained. But whether or not they actually continued doing what they were here to do is yet to be seen. I don't even know what they were doing. It's just a generic hub. Come on, guys. No one's in a rush today. I don't know what's happened. Has the community suddenly changed overnight? And now everyone's not desperate to get into a hunt as soon as possible? Because that's what the community used to be like. The reason why I'm like that is because I'm recording live. I want this to remain entertaining, but generally there is a lack of patience among the hunters of the Generations Ultimate community, but Today, everyone seems to be pretty relaxed and pretty at ease. Not desperate to get into a hunt as soon as possible, so... Strange. Come on. Fine. You know, it's also the lack of communication. It's like, well, I don't even know if you're here right now. I have no way of knowing. Red Helm EX Sandface. What's with the Sandface? If you don't want to do it, then don't do it, my god. I'm nearly Hunter rank 500 and I don't even have my small crown yet. My god. Never seen someone with a Sandface to fight an EX. Like, my god, if you don't enjoy it, then don't bother. What? Alatreon Iceborne. Yeah, we're not playing Iceborne, dickface. Then again, am I surprised? Look at his name. Anyway, here's Pac-Man face. What's happening in this room? Again, I was speaking ill of the Pac-Man face, but maybe there's some hunting going on in here. You never know. Oh. Well, there was a player 2 here who has now disappeared. Maybe because this guy's AFK. Freaking cats. He's a well-leveled cat, though. Again, for anyone who needs to know my opinion on cat, there you go. Okay, let's move on. Yes, I know you're playing Iceborne right now, but someone made a room in Generations Ultimate called Alatreon Iceborne. Why? Alatreon help? Okay, everyone's hunting Alatreon today. Might try, baby. Alatreon really was a good hunting try. A very good addition to a relatively small list of monsters. Yeah, look at this Alatreon. Fuck's sake. Why can't people just rename rooms if they're not hunting that anymore? Do they not realise that people join for specific monsters based on the room titles? Oh, it got released today. I didn't realise. I knew that it had been announced a while ago, but I didn't know that it was being released today. Alatreon and Alak. Is this a... I didn't even know that that was the name of the quest. It seems very strange to me that on the day of release of Alatreon, in World, people would come into this game and hunt Alatreon. Like, why? It's strange to me. I mean, I'd understand if they were playing both and they wanted a direct comparison, but I don't think they are. Anyway. So, I think I'll go with a gun. What should we do? It's usually Pierce that I like to go with. Could do Rapid Element. It's definitely an option. Let's go Rapid Element, because I can shoot all elements with this. Except for Dragon, of course, but that's alright. Or maybe I can shoot Dragon with this. Let's have a look. Definitely not Rapid Fire, but... What are you posting now, asshole? Oh, for fuck's sake, why did the person post Alatreon only to... Oh, fuck's sake. Alatreon? Like, I'm literally... The guy posts an Alatreon quest, I go to change weapons, I come back. This guy is... He's playing some sort of back and forth game with the quest giver, where he posts a Gore Magala, takes it away, posts another Gore Magala, takes it away. Look at the fucking room name, asshole. Yes, says Le Sog. Assball. Okay. So, let's see if this thing shoots any dragon. No, it doesn't. Well, that's alright. The only element that doesn't do anything to Alatreon is Thunder. Thunder is the worst element. I had a guy troll me back in 3 Ultimate. I was basically making fun of his poor play, something like that. I don't remember the exact situation. I don't think I was making fun of him. I think I was just critiquing his play. I was just like, what are you doing? You're making this harder for everyone. And so what he did was he basically griefed the team by equipping a Thunder Hunting Horn. And he didn't play any songs, he just equipped the worst possible weapon you could possibly equip for an Alatreon, which is the weakest weapon type using an inappropriate element. It was actually an Abyssal Laggy Hunting Horn, which means that, you know, Abyssal Laggy basically has high element, reasonable raw. So basically, it was a terrible choice for Alatreon, and he did it intentionally to try and piss me off. I don't know if I'll watch the video. Then, at least not immediately. I'm not in a rush to watch it. I feel dirty, you know. I feel dirty watching anything relating to that game. Let's put away this. Don't need any coatings. Yes, I understand you want to go now, TH. Relax. I'm a gunner. Need to prepare for the hunt. Okay. So basically, it's, have I eaten? No. But yeah, when Alatreon's on the ground, or rather in ground mode, you've got flight mode and ground mode. Basically, the ground mode is a ice and water weakness, and in the air it's a dragon and fire weakness. But I don't have dragons, so we'll be shooting fire when he's in the air. I'm ready to go. Let's fight an Alatreon. It's been a little while. I'm sure I've done it on camera before, but it's not as good in this game. I don't like the location that you fight him in here. It's shitty. I prefer his tri-location. But I suppose it's worthwhile to hunt an Alatreon in Generations Ultimate on the day that it comes out in World, just for the sake of recording it, you know. Unfortunately, this is a good gun for Thunder because it has internal level 2, but anyway. Drink a cool drink, and get ready to go. I just love his, the way he walks, the way his head is perched up quite high. It's got a very, it's almost like a regal stance. It's a powerful regal stance to me. Okay, am I shooting 4 shots or 3? 4. Of course, rapid fire is a little bit dangerous because you do get stuck in one place for a little while, but... Oh, he's going to do a fireball, or fire. I guess you can call it a fireball, yeah. Oh. Missed out on my rapid fire there, unfortunately. Bit of a waste. I think he's going in the air again already. I hate that. I hate how he goes in the air so fucking quickly in this game. Now, that used to be a sign of very high damage, but we've barely done damage to him, so... It's definitely not that. He just likes to go in the air a lot in this game. Which is really annoying. Okay, look out for any lightning. Now, I still don't have Full House 3. I really need to get that. I've been very lazy with my quest completes as far as Hunter Arts are concerned. Let's attack those front claws. Getting blinded. Okay. I'll probably do a jump reload. There we go. I've got Bullet Geyser, which should work while he's in the air. I would like it if he came after me with a claw attack, because that would allow me to get in position all that much easier. Which is a strange way to say that. A lot more easily would be a better way to put that. Okay. Hopefully he goes back on the ground soon. I just hate how he's always in the air, it's freaking annoying. Oh, I wasn't expecting to get one shot. Jesus, what's my... Did you really just... No, he couldn't have rage quit that fast. I don't know if you saw that. I was probably in the way, but at the exact same time I died, he either rage quit or disconnected. I don't think that he rage quit, because that's too fast. No one can rage quit that fast. That's legendary speed. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting to die in one hit. That's really not good. My defense is 520. Jesus. Okay, well, let's just not get hit. Which shouldn't be difficult for me to manage, because, you know, there's Alatreon, I'm pretty used to fighting him, but I knew I was at risk there, but I was being foolish. Of course, as I said, when you're going rapid fire, it puts you in a bad situation, because if you're stuck in the middle of shooting, there's not much you can do, you just get hit. So, hey Milkshake. But no, as far as World having a good Alatreon, what annoys me is that they put all their efforts when it comes to reimagining and remaking, in a sense, an Alatreon in a game like that. Like, at least have it be for a good Monster Hunter game, not that fucking garbage. It's such a shame. To me, anyway. There you go. It is very dangerous to go rapid fire here, because it puts you in a situation where you're vulnerable. So I think I should, in future, Solara into the hub. I think in future I should just not go rapid fire with a monster that deals a shitload of damage to me. It's just a better idea, because I have no margin for error here. I'm getting one shot, so yeah, I really have to be more careful. And being more careful... Oh, this is a good start. Someone did eat for insurance, but it's not a good start when you've already got 2 deaths at this point. Okay. Almost got Bullet Geyser charged. He's flinched. Is he going down? God, he was in the air for so long. Stop. I can't evade this. Oh my god. I can't believe it went that far. That may have even been a one-shot as well. Maybe I have bad thunder resistance. Because that might have been a thunder base attack. No. I was just thinking about his thunder charge. I think that dealt thunder damage to me, which might have hurt more, but I don't seem to have really bad thunder resistance, so I don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, I just don't have high enough defense, which is a shame, but... It is what it is. But I'm generally at my most comfortable going with a bow gun when fighting Alatreon. I don't really like going Blade Master with Alatreon. I did it a lot in Try. I'm sick of it now. Used to always go... we used to always do 2 hammer, 2 paralysis runs in Try. This is not a good hunt. This is really bad. I want an opportunity to do Bullet Geyser. Here we go. Maybe this will do. Yeah, he abandoned. Well, I suppose it's worthwhile abandoning. Not the best team, but look, I can't exactly speak ill of the team when I contributed to the number of deaths that we have at the moment, so... It's kind of a shame. Anyway, I know now not to go rapid fire with these sorts of monsters. Monsters that really can one-shot me. That TH guy left. He double carded. That's why he left. Oop, says Solara. I'm not impressed about the hunting horn, but you know. Did the other guy leave? No. Hi there, says Solara. I will go heavy pierce. That's usually what I do in 3 ultimate anyway. Choose any quest you want, says Solara. Yeah, relax, it's an Alatreon room. I'll post the quest. I'm just in the mood, you know. So I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a... Oh, that must have been an event. It must be an event one. Alatreon and Alac. That's why it was one-shotting me. It's because it's the stronger one. Well, I don't really want to do the event one. Unless we've got a particularly good team. Well, who posted it anyway? Whatever. I think these are two new hunters actually. So let's just do the regular one. Here we go. Glory, glory, Alatreon. Because we had one person disconnect. Isn't this funny? This is my room now, effectively. Because we had one person disconnect. And then we had, wait, is that right? No. DX0 was in the quest. Okay, I got confused there for a minute. So yeah, we're just doing the regular quest here because I don't really find a benefit in doing the event. You get slightly better rewards. I don't need rewards for Alatreon. I just want to fight him, so. But yeah, I have always historically gone heavy bowgun with, or just any sort of pierce bowgun with Alatreon. I'm actually feeling a little bit of anger building up regarding World. Just the more I think about it, you know, it just makes me think, like, why does it have to exist? That's what it ultimately comes down to, is like, why do you have to exist? And why can I not escape your existence? I think that's ultimately what it comes down to, is the fact that I can't live in a world where that game doesn't exist, because I'm playing a Monster Hunter game, so... And I play Monster Hunter, so... Unless I just never play Monster Hunter ever again, that game's going to exist in my conscious mind, so it's one of those things, and I can never escape it until eventually people stop playing it, which will happen because it's a mainstream game, right? So they'll just play the newest ones. Did I not eat? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Come on. Whatever. But yes, if it's as long as it doesn't develop a niche community of its own, which it probably will, it will probably die unless a new one comes out. Probably. Well, not die, it'll just become less popular. But I suppose it will always be popular among actual Monster Hunter players. So I will never escape it in the end. Then fast forward 10 or 15 years and everyone's getting nostalgic about World and I'll be like, nah, fucking hated it. Fucking hated it. Can never escape it. And it would give me the deepest pleasure you could imagine if people just stopped playing it. But they never will, and they have no reason to. So, I mean, I would argue that they do have a reason to stop playing it, but a reason would certainly not be me sitting here saying, please stop playing it. So, there you go. Wow, he's already going up there. Okay. And I can actually shoot him from here. It's outside of my critical distance, but... you know. It's a little bit different to how it was in the older games, where he would go really high up. Okay, where are you going? Generally, he'll actually pick a player to land near, rather than choose a specific location to drop. That's what he used to do. He would go into the same place all the time, but now he actually chooses a hunter. Which is strange, I don't know why they choose to do that, but... keeping in mind, I'm dealing 400 raw with each of these shots. With the occasional negative crit. I have repeat offender, so they are few and far between. I do also have critical eye +1 on this set. So for the most part it balances out the negative affinity of this very high raw weapon. This has been my heavy pierce bowgun of choice since Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. And it's always done well by me. Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting to be targeted twice. That was very close. I meant to roll to the side, but rolled towards him anyway. That was a bit stupid, wasn't it? Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm sort of marking that guy's position by going close to him. Marking it in the sense that is better for everyone to be in a different position in relation to the monster, so that everyone has a lower chance, or an equal chance of being targeted, but ultimately a lower chance, because if I go next to that other gunner, there's a high chance that both of us will be targeted. That's the point. You can see a little bit of negative crit proccing there. Wow, that was a fast claw you had going. Gunpowder infusion is sort of a staple for me in this game with heavy bowgun, but I still need to get the level 3. Again, laziness. No idea why I don't just get level 3. It must be a quest that I have access to, and it's probably not that difficult. Go get gunpowder infusion. Would have preferred to have shot during this opportunity, but that's alright. Can also work as an opportunity for gunpowder infusion. Oh god, get out of there. I was busy reading the chat, so I didn't see what was going on there. I think that might have been one of the... No, I don't know what that attack was. I actually wasn't looking, I was looking at my chat. So... No, I think that's a mount. Yep. Of course, I'll save my ammo here. And I'll go for a Void Piercer in the face. Void Piercer is very strange. I don't know if it's even very damaging, but we'll see. There we go. No idea what kind of damage that's doing, but it was probably a waste, wasn't it? A waste of time that I could have spent shooting Pierce into him. It's a little dangerous to do gunpowder infusion here, but didn't go after me. It's a bit of a gamble, you know. Just putting more distance between me and him for ideal critical distance. That's dangerous to reload there. Fortunately, I can evade much better with Evade Extender, which is my preference for heavy bowgun anyway. Always has been. That's an awkward death there. No one ate for insurance this time, but I think we'll be okay. I'm feeling good about this team. They seem to, for the most part, have it together. I think he's going after me or not. I shook my head because I knew I was going to reload at a bad time, but I wasn't punished for it, fortunately. I'm surprised that you failed so much, Vernon. I mean, I'm assuming that you and your party are quite high level. Are you sure they didn't make it too hard? Because it doesn't really need to be that hard, surely. Hello, Bitfini. For example, I don't like what they did with Lunastra in that game. I felt like she was unnecessarily different from Teostra. Wow. That's pretty crazy. I don't like the fact that they made it very hard. I don't think it needs to be very hard. I think it just needs to be a little challenging, and then that should be enough. They've probably taken it to heart. They've probably picked up on the fact that long-time Monster Hunter players have been saying the game's too easy. So now they're acting like spoiled children, like, okay, we'll have this then. We're gonna make Alatreon super difficult. It's like, it's not the point. If the game was fucking good, it wouldn't matter that it was easy. I don't play Monster Hunter for challenge, I play it for fun. It was challenging at first because I didn't know how to play the game, so like when I was playing 2nd generation, it was very challenging, but it's not ultimately very difficult. Once you learn how to play the game, it's fine. So really, I don't play Monster Hunter for difficulty. So for me, like I'm sure you guys, if you have paid attention to my gripes with World, I've never said the game's too easy. That was never something that I've said. It's because if the game's easy, that's not an issue in and of itself. Everything else is what bothers me. Bit out of critical distance there, let's get a little closer. Quiet, please. What? A one-hit KO move that can't be dodged, that's hard to prevent. Wow. That's cheap. See, that's an example, in my opinion, that's an example of an uncreative implementation of difficulty. One-hit KO move that can't be avoided that's difficult to prevent. It's like, well, I suppose if you have the right strategy, you can prevent it consistently, but I don't like one-hit KOs that can't be dodged. With Teostra, you can anticipate it, because, you know, at the very least in 4th generation, and I would suggest in this game as well, not just Monster Hunter 4, there's practically a timer, so you can actually anticipate when it happens and deal with it accordingly. And even then, it's, you know, it's not that frickin' wide in terms of its area of effect. Okay, I need to change ammunition to... I guess normal. Well, I've shot all of my Pierce into him, so now the rest of the team just needs to pick up the rest of the damage, because I've done a shitload of damage at this point. I've just had pretty good DPS at this point, so... Or rather, up until now I've had good DPS, so... Right, okay. Try and get some shots off on the face here now that I'm using normal. That's a good attack for hitting the face. I'm not necessarily trying to break the horn, I'm just trying to do good damage, that's all. Get a shot on the face as he goes down, possibly. No, I missed it. Yeah, this team needs to pick up the damage, because usually when I hunt Alatreon, once I've shot all my Pierce, this thing's dead. So, I've done my part. Alright, I'm going to try and Gunpowder Infusion if I can find the opportunity. Here we go. Alatreon's just decided to go back on the ground despite being in Ice/Thunder mode. I don't know what the shot zone on the tail's like, but I'm going to shoot it anyway. That's a flinch in the air. Of course, Gunpowder Infusion helps a lot with normal. Anything that increases damage for shot types helps with normal, because it's still, even if you've got normal up and you're pretty accurate, it's not always the best shot type. I'm a little bit out of critical distance, but as long as I'm hitting the face consistently, you should be alright. Because Alatreon's face is so high up, it can be hard to get good critical distance with a normal shot. Because you see, like, to actually get critical distance, I'm having to go really close. Stop going in the air. I'd like to say that this is because he's at low health, but this is kind of what Alatreon does anyway in this game. He's always in the frickin' air, it's annoying. We've broken both horns at the very least, which is good. I'll gunpowder infusion now. Actually, I should be shooting flaming level 2. Shit, I didn't even notice that I had flaming level 2. How about that? I'm happy to see this. It's either hitting him or it's not. Which is weird. Because it showed the shot going through him and continuing really far into the distance. Which was a range-based issue, which is strange. It's like, well, if I can still visually see it, why isn't it making contact? It's bizarre. Hi, spaceman. Look out. Reload chance. He's going up in the air. Okay. Got another 23 flaming level 2. He should be dead pretty soon, unless this team really sucks. I would never go Blade Master Dragon against this monster. It's not a good idea. Which is exactly what DX0 is doing. There we go. It's a dead Alatreon. Might have been a little faster had I pulled out my flaming level 2 actually, but I didn't even notice that I had it. I got a pallium, oh my god. I think Azure Dragon Gem's the high rank. Same with Sky Piercer. The G rank is Dragon's Fire. There we go. Yes, rarity 7 and rarity 7. Not a terrible hunt. But again, this thing's usually dead by the time I'm towards the end of my PS1. And I don't generally combine in this game. Oh, shit. There's a weird sound outside, almost sounds like a like construction machinery going. It's annoying. So, no Sky Swayers today. That's alright. Don't think I need any. I don't really use Alatreon stuff in this game. I suppose armor pieces are one thing, but weapons? No. Not in this game. I'm at Hunter rank 494. How long have we been recording? Bit over an hour. Thanks for hunting, says Menace. Yeah. Bye. This is technically an Alatreon room, so I will move into something else. Because I don't want to do repeated Alatreon. But yeah, it worked out rather well. It's not every day that I fight an Alatreon. And, okay, I'll do Lao Shan Lang, I don't really care. But yeah, it's not every day that I do Alatreon, so it's fitting that I do it on the day that he releases in World. Because it's sort of a middle finger to World. It's like, yeah, instead of hunting you in World, I'm hunting you here, because I'd rather that. Lao Shan Lung time no see. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So what do I want to use for this? Lao is weak to fire, right? I think so. I'm just going to double check that. Actually, for once I do have the decks open, so let's go and have a look at that. Pretty sure it's a fire weakness, but it's better to be sure. Lao Shan Lung weakness is... looks like Dragon and... oh, Dragon is... depending on what you're hitting, Dragon can be better or slightly worse, but it's difficult to say for sure if Fire or Dragon is better. But I would actually go Dragon, personally. Yeah, I'm going to go Dragon. Fire is still a perfectly good choice, but I think we will go Dragon. In terms of what I'll use, I'll probably use a Greatsword. I can either go with the Magnastar Emden. Let's go with the Magnastar Emden. It's either that or the White Fatalis Greatsword. This is just so that I can have critical boost on my crit draw. That's how that works. Okay. Let's go for attack. We'll go, I guess, Dragon Res, yeah. What else have we got available here? Yeah, Rider. Could go Heroics. Let's see if we get it. I guess I will. Maybe I won't. No, I got Rider. To mount the Lao. Phoenix. With his full Silverwind set. Ah. Ooh, look at that. Nice bow set. Just shy of G rank damage as well. Well, that's technically G rank damage, now that I think about it, but still, it's not good G rank damage, that's for sure. It's very, very high-end high rank damage is what it is. Low G rank. Weight plus, says in Galatea. Don't worry, I will wait for you. Except, this Von Franck guy seems to be quite impatient. I'll go clockwise, you go counterclockwise. How about that? There we go. He doesn't seem interested in doing that, whatever. Oh, you joined my room? I thought that was you. Because I remember the name Phoenix. And I was thinking, no, he's playing World, can't be him. Come on, Galatea. Changed to a gun with better damage, but unfortunately not a better armor set. That's still not looking great. It's alright. It's only Lao Shan Lung. It's the event Lao, so more damage, more health, but you should be fine, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. What are you doing? Wait, never mind. I'm gonna do something else. Take 3. Oh my god. Again, I'm usually a pretty patient person, but when I'm live, different story. Different story. I don't know if it's karma or what, but spilling shit all over myself. Not shit, but beer. Anyway. That's the way it is sometimes. Okay, what are you doing now? What have you done differently? Nothing? Okay, I get you. You're just trying to waste our time. Not a problem. Oh my god. But yeah, I will always wonder why they chose to bring back Lao Shan Lung and not Jen. Like, why not have Darren Moran or Jen Moran and maybe Lao Shan Lung as well? But if it had to be one or the other, I don't know why it would be Lao that you'd bring back. I mean, who needs to fight Lao in the modern generations of Monster Hunter? Why is that necessary? It's just strange to me. Like, you would bring back Lao, but not Yamatsukami? Why? It's strange. Anyway. It is what it is. Even Shen Gaoden, for that matter. Nothing wrong with a bit of Shen. Got an itchy nose. This time underneath. Which is a more dangerous part to scratch, because then people are like, he's picking his nose. Sorry, I'm sure that's very loud when I bump my glass on my microphone like that. It's not loud to me, but it must be for you guys. But anyway, if you scratch underneath your nose, it's like, he's picking his nose. It's like, yeah, I'm going to do that on camera. Of course. I just love that design of the glass. Just look at that. So beautiful. I don't know, maybe it's not very interesting to you guys, but anyway. So I'm not sure how to actually use a Blade Master weapon and hit the mouth, because the head and the mouth are two different hit zones. If you're using a pierce gun, it's fine because you pierce through it, so you'll obviously get some shots through the mouth, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just hitting the face for now while I can actually hit it. Can't really hit anything else. But yeah, the face is not particularly good for hits, or hit zones. Oh, please don't do that. I'm clearly hitting the fucking face. This guy is like a meme or something. Anyway. There we go, that's the horn broken. Let's go back. So what I'll probably do is attack from the side or something, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, he's going on his hind legs, I think. Yep. Problem is, I want to be able to... Oh god, that wasn't a good idea. When I go Charge Blade or Switch Axe, I generally go from where Von Frank is. I keep on wanting to read that as Von Frank, but it's really not. How are the back legs in terms of hit zones? I'm just going to check. It's Lao, I don't have to worry too much. Excuse me. Thigh. Legs. Is that... Where is the thigh? Is that... How am I supposed to hit the thigh? Anyway. Is the foot a different part of the body? No. So basically, it's the leg hit zone, which is not great. Like, it's alright, but it's better than the head at the very least. That much can be said. I got the thigh, and I got hit as a result. The belly really isn't that much better than the legs, I have to say. So I may as well aim for these feet. What's going on, Lau? Oh, that wasn't a good idea. I'm taking a lot of damage. Quite foolishly, actually. Might be safest to hit this leg here. Is it? I don't know. Oh, don't move it, please. Is he going to do a side check? He is, but fortunately not on my side, because that would be annoying. That's a boulder. I don't know if that would actually harm me. I think that's designed to harm the Lao. Oh. Do a level 2, in case he moves it. I'm just thinking that the front legs are going to cause less tremor. That's my logic. Oh, what's going on with that? I don't like that at all. I guess I need to actually hit the feet, not the... Well, as long as I do that, it should be fine. Let's do the front legs, that's fine. Same hit zone as the back legs. I'm just doing critical draw here. Maybe it's better to roll to this side. My thoughts were that I'd avoid the tremor that way. We'll do a Moonbreaker here. There we go. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Again, I usually don't go from those legs, I usually go from the back legs, so... And I can usually respond faster, I can just go towards the tail and I'll be fine. Wow, not doing too well during this recording, am I? Dying to allow. It is what it is. Can't do much about it after the fact. All you can do is just keep playing. Try not to be too embarrassed. As you can see, everyone's fighting the thing from the siege weaponry, which I don't find very exciting. Well, then again, Vernon's shooting from here, which is a good place to shoot from if you are aiming for the shoulders or the back. I'm going to try and Brimstone Slash the stomach. I'm going to try and have him move onto me. Trying to have him hit me while I'm doing Brimstone Slash. I don't know if he ended up hitting me or not. Anyway. Trying to get those back legs. I feel more comfortable here all of a sudden. And no, I was just positioning myself poorly there, believe me. Oh, fuck me. Again, I often gun with Lao. I'm not going to deny it. And this is the reason why. What am I swear to God, like, usually when I'm fighting Lao, even if it's Blade Master, I don't die. And here I am dying twice on camera, of course. It's always like that, isn't it? Fuck's sake. This is ridiculous. It's always when you're recording that dumb shit happens, isn't it? God. I'm not impressed, I'm really not. Whatever. So, I guess I should just stay closer. Maybe I should just stay in the stomach region. Maybe I'll be alright if I do that. I don't even know what I got hit by. It looked like a side check that I absolutely didn't see coming whatsoever. So I suppose that's my fault or something. I don't know. It's fucking annoying. Whatever. What I hate is that I have to then roll backwards so that... I really hate this. No, he's gonna... No. Don't want him to go back on all fours and hit me. Fucking tremor. I hate this. I swear to God, I usually don't have this kind of trouble with Lao Shanlung when I'm going Blade Master. Maybe Charge Blade ignores tremor or something, or at least to a certain degree. I don't know. This is so stupid. He's going on all fours, I think. Yeah, so if you're near the stomach and he does that, it hurts, basically. Okay, so this is where I want to stand in relation to the back leg so that I don't get hit by it when he moves it forward. What are you doing? That. Alright. I think half the problem is because I was getting one shot, and this is the event Lao. That's the reason why I'm getting one shot, despite my Blade Master equipment. Like, I have 851 defense. Not the best you can possibly get with G rank, but definitely reasonable. So, dunno. Okay, he's fallen over. I don't really know what I want to hit. I'll probably just keep hitting this. I'll do a full combo this time. And lead into a Moonbreaker. There we go. I just need to redeem myself after my double cart, for fuck's sake. There's just no good reason for me to die twice to a Lao Shanlung, even if it's an event. Like, there's no real excuse, to be honest. Von Franck. Such a weird name. Because what is Franck? Anyway. Okay, I managed to get the tail there. At least I dealt some damage. Maybe I won't even bother with critical draw. Maybe it's just better to go for the DPS. There we go. There's the Demolisher. Oh, now he moved to the side. Fuck you. Is he doing a side check there? Well, if I got caught in that, I'd probably die again, so... Imagine that. Triple cart to allow. On camera. That would be a pathetic moment in time. Okay. Do another Moonbreaker. Ah, that's an opportunity for Brimstone Slash. Hold on. Trying to turn it in this direction. This is weird in terms of perspective. Okay. Let's go some more. Go some more. Yeah, that's basically this hunt. Hit it repeatedly. I don't really need to announce that. There we go. I think that's another, yep, that's another flinch. Heavy flinch, where he falls over. Or a knockdown, I suppose you would call it. Yeah, I do very much like the designs of the Valstrax weapons, the way in which they have so much white, then they go straight to red. It doesn't really matter that it goes straight to red because you just sharpen it, no problem. And you sharpen it so infrequently because you have so much of the white that it's really a very good type of sharpness to have. Particularly because purple sharpness isn't as good as it was in the older games. Alright, don't swing the tail around, please. Basically, the way that they're fighting this thing is not exciting for me. I like to get in close and actually fight the monster. Like how in the final showdown versus Gen Moran, some people prefer to stay at the boat. I don't. I prefer to actually go and fight the monster. It's more enjoyable that way. It feels like I'm hunting it. The key is, however, not to do stupid shit like die twice when you're doing that. Which I can assure you is not a typical it's not something that usually happens when I'm playing, that's the point. I'm gonna get hit by that. If I know that it's going to happen, why do I continue to position myself poorly in relation to that foot? It's very stupid. I should be positioning myself behind. I suppose the reason why I don't do that is because I instinctively feel like it's going to move away from me, so I would like to be in a position where I feel like I can catch it a little sooner. Okay, I'm at risk of getting hit by this tail, I know I am. So I'm going to try to continue through here without getting hit by it. Okay. So the key is not to fucking fail this quest after all this time we're going to be spending on it. We'll see what we can do. Again, this is a event Lao, so he's going to have even more health. And of course the downside to that is that we'll also be fighting him for longer, so generally I prefer not to. But they decided to do it, so I decided to join. Von Frank. That has to be one of the strangest names that I've seen on Monster Hunter. Or in Monster Hunter. So we can just sit back and relax, I suppose. Although they don't make you wait for too long in this game. Now, do armor and demon shots detonate bombs? I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure that they don't. The pressure is on because we can technically fail. Because I've gone and died twice like a complete idiot, so I've basically jeopardized the hunt here by playing like shit. Are both shoulders destroyed yet? No. one break left. We've got the horn broken, we've got the right shoulder broken, and the back broken. Do a Moonbreaker into this. Okay. And we'll go in for a Brimstone Slash. I want to get hit by this. There we go. Oh, that dealt damage. Ow. I thought I was going to be able to resist a little bit of that. It fucking hurt. Okay, let's heal up with regular potions. That really was painful. But it increases the damage of Brimstone Slash. That's why I did it. I sacrificed myself for the team, sort of. In trying to make up for my errors, I almost found myself in a bad situation again. The temptation to just hit the head so that I can be a little more consistent and safe is definitely there. Feels natural for the head to be the damaging point, but it's really not with Lao. Side checking that thing. Body checking, I think is what it's called. No, fucking Tremor! I'm trying to do damage. There we go. Did something. Again, I can just keep hitting the leg here, that's fine. This is a bit dangerous what I'm doing here. I've gone in a bit too close. No, I'm not going to do a Moonbreaker immediately. I'll wait until he moves this leg. He stretches it out a little bit more here, I think. Could be wrong, but it looks like he does. Looks like he needs to go to the toilet. Monster go boom, says Von Frank. That is his automatic message for placing down bombs, of course. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last hunt that I do. Because this is taking a little while. As to be expected. Bit of an opportunity to hit him a little more. I have to be careful that he doesn't body check me or anything. Because I will die if he does that. Unfortunately. If we do fail this quest because someone else dies, it will be my fault. It's quite obvious that it will be my fault. And I'm prepared for that. I'm not looking forward to it, but at the very least, the prospect isn't pleasant. Oh. There we go. I'm glad that I can be more directional with that. Oh, shit. Here we go, opportunity. Alright. Is he falling over? No? No. Uh-oh. I just need to watch to see what he's doing. I need to be extra careful here because otherwise I might do something stupid and die 3 times. It's really pathetic that I'm considering that to be a possibility. I just need to make sure he doesn't body check in my direction because I'll be fucked. Okay, no one's at the Dragonator, I suppose I'll go. He's not going to, like, it's not that we want to Dragonate now, it's just that he is approaching it, so once he goes on his hind legs and starts waddling there, we will want someone at the Dragonator, and I'm going to be the one, I think. Starting to look like it. Hopefully he dies when we use the Dragonator, but I'm guessing that he won't because he does have extra health. I understand that the Dragonator moves pretty far forward. Okay, I think we're going to do it. There we go. Does he fall over? I don't know. No idea, really. He goes on all fours, but he doesn't actually fall. Sadly. He's moving on the spot again. Uh-oh, what is he doing? What are you doing? Hind legs? Okay. I just don't want any body checking. That's when things are going to get ugly. That's when I'm going to have a bad day. I knew that was coming, so I went for a level 2. Should have just gunned, and then there would have been no problem at all. But no, I had to go Blade Master. It was not the best decision that I made today. Just going on all fours. Again, not the most riveting hunt, is it? Maybe it's a little more exciting because I'm trying not to die. Because I can get one shot here. But it's still a pretty boring hunt overall. It's freaking Lao Shan Lang. Still will never understand why they brought him back, but they did. I always feel like he's going to do a slam attack when he gets on his hind legs. Like he's only doing it temporarily just to slam his front legs down. And there we go. I'm glad we didn't have to hunt him for another 10 minutes. So I'll get my... I think we've got... Shit. They don't have 9 calves for this monster in this game. It's only 6, I think. So instead of having a calf zone at the head and 2 in the body, it looks like we've just got 2 in the body. Actually, no, it's not even that. It's 1 big calf zone for the body and that's it. I think. No, it doesn't seem like that's the case. No, it's not. Okay. That just shows that I'm remembering this stuff wrong. Is it 2 calf zones with 4 calves? Maybe. That would make more sense, really. How many items did I get? Shit. I think I saw 3 and then 3, so that would be 6, but maybe there was another item hiding somewhere. Anyway. Oh, okay, so it is two calf zones with 4 calves. Wasn't sure. It seemed like that's what it was, I just wasn't paying attention to the number of times I was carving at all. Okay. Well, I think that's going to conclude my recording today. A bit of a shorter recording, but it is my second recording, so... As in, you know, the second time I'm going live today, so it's acceptable. But I do thank you all for watching. I'll see you when I'm next recording this game. Didn't mean to put away life powders, hold on. But yeah, next time I'm recording this game, hopefully I'll be performing a little bit better, because this was not that excellent. That was less than okay. Less than acceptable, in fact. We'll try not to have a repeat of that. Anyway, thanks for joining me, Vernon, and I'll see you guys when I'm next recording. Bye-bye.